Now the first step is to restart your computer. Do not ignore this step. Just restart your computer once, and after the system restart, try launching the game. Next step is to go to downloads in Ubisoft Connect and then click on play on the controller icon. So I have the game on Epic Games Launcher. I don't have the game on Ubisoft Connect. So in Ubisoft Connect, if you have the game, if you have installed the game on Ubisoft Connect, so click on the three horizontal lines on the top left and then go to downloads. Over here you will find Skull and Bone game, and here you can see controller icon which says play. So you can click over here and then try to launch the game. Now next step is to run the game from the game installation folder. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So if you have the game on Ubisoft Connect, then go to games and then click on the game and go to properties and then click on open folder. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now find the game exe file. So here you can see the game exe file. So make a right click on the game exe file and then go to properties and then go to this tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game from here. So instead of launching the game from Ubisoft Connect or Epic Games Launcher, you can launch the game from the game installation folder as an administrator. You can even try this exe file, make a right click, select properties and then put a check on run this program as an administrator, apply, OK, make a double click, launch the game. If you have the game Epic Games Launcher, then click on this three dots over here on the game icon and then click on manage, and then here you can see the folder icon. Click on it and it will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Do the same thing, right click, properties and then put a check, run this program as an administrator, apply, OK, make a double click, launch the game. You can do the same thing with this exe file and then check. Now still you're facing the problem, then again make a right click on the game exe file, select properties and this time put a check over here and then select Windows 8 from the list and then click on apply, click on OK and then make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can this time you can select Windows 7 over here and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. You can do the same thing with this exe file, make a right click, select properties and then put a check over here and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, you can try Windows 7 over here, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, again make a right click, select properties. This time put a check on the box which says disable full screen optimization, then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Do the same thing with the second exe file and put a check over here, disable full screen optimization, apply, OK, make a double click, launch the game. Now still you're facing the problem. In that case, you can uncheck all these boxes. So if checking all these boxes does not resolve the problem, you can uncheck these boxes. Do the same thing with the second exe file, uncheck all these boxes and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to uninstall and reinstall Battleye. Now for this, in the game installation folder, open this Battleye folder and then here you can see uninstall Battleye. So make a right click and then click on run as administrator, click on yes to allow, click on yes, click on OK. Now here you can see now you have to reinstall. So here you can see install Battleye, make a right click and then click on run as administrator, click on yes to allow and now you can launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, then uninstall Battleye once again, make a right click, run as administrator, click on yes to allow, click on yes, OK. Now launch the game. So you can launch the game from here. If you have the game on Ubisoft Connect, if you have the game on Epic Games Launcher, you can launch the game from here. So launch the game and when you launch the game, it will reinstall Battleye because we have uninstalled it. So here you can see it's giving you a prompt to install Battleye. So click on OK, click on yes to allow and it will reinstall Battleye and then you should be able to launch the game. So let me close the game for now. Now the next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then select the right product type. For me, it's GeForce. And then select the right product series. Select your series over here. And then select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here. And if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. Now click on Start Search. Now scroll down. The latest GeForce Game Ready driver right now is driver version 551.52. So click on Get Download and then click on Download now. Now once the download is complete, you have to run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on Agree and Continue and then put a check on the box. Put a check on Custom, select Custom and then click on Next and then put a check on the box which says Perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on the box which says Perform a clean installation and then click on Next. And first of all, it will uninstall the old driver and then it will do a clean installation of the new driver. And after that, restart your computer. Restart is a must and then launch the game. Now the next step is to, now this is for laptop users with dual graphic card. Make sure that you run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings and then click on browse over here and then go to the game installation folder. If the game is installed in C drive, open C drive and then open the game folder and then select the game exe file and then click on add. Once the game is added over here, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Again click on browse and then select the second exe file. Now click on add and then click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Now try to launch the game. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings, go to privacy and security if you have Windows 11 and then click on Windows security. In Windows 10 you will have an option update and security, then click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down. At the end you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow. Click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder once again and then open the game folder and then select the game exe file and then click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Select the second exe file. Now click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps and this time open the Battleye and select this BE service underscore x64 and once it is added, now type in control panel in Windows search box and then open control panel. Click on system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top. Click on allow another app. Click on browse and then again go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder. So wherever the game is installed, go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on open and click on add and again click on allow another app, browse and then select the second exe file, click on open, click on add, again click on allow another app and then click on browse and then open this Battleye, select this and then click on open, click on add. So once the game is added over here, so make sure the games are added over here. So in my case the game is already added. So once the game is added, on the bottom click on OK and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to verify the game files. To verify the game files in Ubisoft Connect, go to games, click on the game over here, go to properties and then click on verify files. And once the verification is done, launch the game in Epic Games Launcher. You can click on this three dot and then click on manage and then over here let me check. Okay, so click over here on the three dots and then over here go to manage. So I don't see the verify option. If you see the verify option, click on verify. So if you see the verify option over here, try to verify. I don't have that option over here. So if you see the option, then verify the game files. Now the next step is to delete the config file. Now before you delete the config file, let me inform you that you will lose all the saved settings in the game. Now for this, you can go to File Explorer and then go to Documents and then open Skull and Bones over here. And here you can see Skull and Bones config file. Make a right click and then click on delete. Once this is deleted, now you can launch the game. Next step is to disable overlay. So close all the overlay application. So if you have overlay on in Discord, turn it off. If you have overlay on in GeForce Experience, turn it off. To turn off the overlay in game, in Ubisoft Connect, go to settings, and over here you can see the option which says enable in-game overlay for the supported game. So you can uncheck it whenever you want to enable the in-game overlay. You can always put a check over here and you can always enable it. Now also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner or River Tuner, so if you have any kind of overlay application running on the computer, make sure that you close all the overclocking application and then launch the game. Next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. So go to the game and then go to properties and scroll down. Here you can see game launch arguments. Click on add command line arguments. Over here type in -dx11 and then click on save. Now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can click on edit one and then this time type in -dx12 and then click on save and then launch the game. Now for Epic Games Launcher, on the top right here you can see a profile icon. Click on it, then go to settings and then scroll down. At the bottom you will find the game over here. Click on the game. Now click on additional command line arguments. Now over here type in -dx11 and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can type in -dx12 and then check. Now if nothing is working, if this is not working, in that case you can remove this and you can uncheck this. Do the same thing in the Ubisoft Connect. If this is not working, you can remove this and then click on save and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to, if you're able to launch the game, set the priority to real time. So if you're not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. But if you're able to launch the game, and once the game is running, you can make a right click on the start menu and then click on the task manager. So let the game open first. Now once the game is open, make a right click on the game and then make a right click on this game and go to the details tab. So go to details and here the game, make a right click on the game.exe file, select set priority and set it to real time and then click on change priority and then check the performance. Also lower down graphics settings. So switch to window mode and lower down graphics settings. So go to the game. Now once you are in the game, go to settings and then go to visual. Now go to display settings. If HDR is on, turn it off. And then if this is set to borderless, you can switch to window mode. Turn off the VSync. And if you want to limit the FPS, you can turn it on and you can, I will set it to 60 and then apply the settings and then go to graphics settings now. Now if graphics quality is set to ultra high, you can set it to very high. You can even go for high or you can even go for medium. Now scroll down, upscaling type. If you're using NVIDIA DLSS, set it to quality. And if you're using AMD FSR2, then set it to quality. and then scroll down and make sure that motion blur is off. Ray tracing, if it is on, turn it off, turn off the ray tracing, and then apply the settings, and then check the performance. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and download x64. So you have to download both x86 and x64 and then run this exe file. Now click on repair. If you see repair, if you see the install option, click on install. Click on yes to allow. Download this x64 file as well. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, you have to click on install. And let the installation complete. Make sure both the installation are complete. That is x86 and x64. Both are installed. Once installed, restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. And after the system restart, try launching the game. Now the next step is to unplug all the external devices. So if you have any external devices which are not using any kind of USB adapter connected, disconnect additional controller connected to the computer, disconnect multiple monitor, try launching the game on single monitor, close all the overlay application which we have already done, also close all the overclocking application. Now if you have any third-party application running in Task Manager, close it, close all the browsers including all your browsers and third-party application. If you have any third-party application running over here, make a right click, then just close all the third-party application. So also if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. To perform clean boot, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration and then go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. I already did it. In your case, this would be highlighted. So make sure, first of all, put a check on hide all Microsoft services first, then click on disable all, and then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box and then click on View Advanced System Settings and then click on the first settings and then go to Advanced tab and then click on Change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK. And over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024. I've converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. Now this is important. So go to Windows Update, or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer. So make sure that after Windows Update are installed, you have to restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to update the system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo. If you have HP, go to HP website. Select your model number. Make sure that you select your computer and then find the latest BIOS update available. Now in case of laptop, before you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So if nothing is working, you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game in Epic Games Launcher, you can uninstall the game from here. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then reinstall the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to another drive, in that case you can install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed in C drive, in that case you can try to install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.